going to be very interesting once some local stuff comes back, because I'm pretty sure Wi-Fi is not going anywhere either. I actually think there might be ways that they work together, but I will not say too much about that. But I just have something of a hunch, or at least I hope that's how it works. So, Fizz Khalifa playing Wolf, Nikolai going. What are we calling this character now?
I call them I-guess if I'm referring to both of them, or Pyra and Mythra if I'm just one or the other. You can call them whatever you want, I guess. You could call them Beyblades. You could call them Mythra.
Yeah, that Pythra just sounds bad to me, but it's the one that for some reason comes the most natural. I guess like Pythra is the same thing, but you're just saying it different. Whose Y is it anyways, I guess, kind of deal.
Yeah, I mean, it fits more with the Y in Pyra, because you're pronouncing the Y in more of its A incarnation language, everybody. Yes, I took Latin in high school. Thank you, public school.
Yep. Let's go public school, man.
Cracking myself up, I'm sorry.
Definitely a system that has no problems at all and does a great job, but that is...
Neither does Wolfpack Air. No problems here.
Totally, no problem.
GG, shake my hand.
This character is very fair. I think I saw, I mean, in a way, even though I said it sarcastically, but the thing about Wolf, I forget whose thread it was or what exactly it was referring to, but basically things like spot dodge canceling that is kind of BS against, like, to play against or have turn against you in situations where it looks like it shouldn't. Like, if you're Wolf, even if someone's spot dodge canceling on you, his regular kit allows you to deal with that. And I saw someone, like, basically, like, I think it's just crap that Wolf has that sort of privilege. And like, I kind of see the argument, but, like, I don't know, the character, it's not like, I don't know, Wolf is definitely not notoriously, like, the top tier or anything. He's just, like, good character.
Yeah, there's always a room for those kind of characters, though. Like, Jack of all trades, master of none, like, it is usually better than a master of one. Wolf can kind of do it all. He can fit to a lot of playstyles. He suffered from early ultimate, like, meta developed too quickly, and so he lost a lot of his player base as DLC characters come out and other characters get explored. But if you want a character that's just a real good secondary, does it all well, Wolf and Palutena are two of the most, like, prominent ones at doing that. Palutena gets a little bit more hate and thus a little bit more nerfs, but Wolf and other species just, they do it all and they do it all good. You just gotta put in a little bit of time to master the varying air speeds that Wolf will give you, because he can fly.
Yeah, dude, I just remember early meta people thinking, like, I remember people talking about how Wolf struggles to kill, and I guess you could... I'll, you know what, I'll be like, you know what, I can see that. I'm just going to say that, but, like, I think, like you said, early meta stuff is so different. I actually don't think this character really struggles to kill at all. But I could see the argument to some degree. Especially early when people just don't understand the game that well, because, dude, I'm just thinking back to, I believe, the Scarlet Classic, where it was, like, probably 10 out of the 15 sets on stream featured Wolf versus Palutena or some combination of Wolf and Palutena somewhere. Yeah, that was like a fever dream.
Yeah, that was a lot of New York, just a lot of New Jersey. Just they play the two characters, they play them well. That's kind of what Wolf ended up doing all over, I guess, right here, all over Nikolai. Just, hey, I play a fundamental game plan, and so does I guess to a very large extent. Like, they play just good sword gameplay. One is fast, one can kill you. All of that good, just fundamental Smash stuff. But then you throw Foresight into the mix and everything gets a little wonky. But for the most part, it's just, hey, can you play Smash and can you play it well? Then you're more than likely going to be able to pick up Pyra and Mythra and generally understand what they're trying to go for. Wolf just kind of does it better sometimes, to say the least. I can see, to return to the original, or one of the prior statements, that of why Wolf can struggle to kill, because he loses, as his percent gets higher, or he does a lot more damage, then he loses a lot of his kill confirms, which can make you kind of start fishing for raw kill moves. But also, Wolf has a lot of raw kill moves.
He does, dude. He does for sure. He definitely does. He's strong.
He's
either
good.
way,
He's
so
good.
yeah,
Good wolf.
I guess Nikolai is a Yoshi main. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb. Probably the pick before Pyra and Mythra. We've been seeing a lot of people just try out the Pyra and Mythra early in brackets and see how it goes, and if not, you'll always see the main come out. So I think that's what's going on now. And yeah, this is kind of like more. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, I was looking at chat. Yeah,
No,
so,
me too. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm looking at the Discord thing pop up, and yeah, so that Discord is a dead Discord. You're not going to get a lot of response there. It'll come back to life at some point, but today is not that point. What you want to do is probably ask the Smash GG chat. Anyways, yeah, Yoshi's still pretty good. Definitely one of those characters that has definitely fallen off since the DLC. Really, like I don't know. You'll see Yoshi's. It's just kind of like it's like a weird character to see. I don't know. Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi had the same kind of character arc, for lack of a better phrase, in Smash 4, where he started out, he looked really good in like early meta, pre-DLC meta, even when some of the DLC was like Roy, Smash 4 Roy, or original Smash 4 Mewtwo, where like these characters are awful. Then he got just beat out by Corrin, by Ryu, by Cloud, by Bayonetta. They're just like, DLC added 4 of Yoshi's worst matchups. Yay!
Yeah, that's the thing that's a little bit of a bummer. Where just like either DLC invalidates your character to some degree and is still also really good, where it has to make you think about getting either another main or some kind of secondary or pocket to deal with that. But then you have characters that are able to survive with that. But the more characters get into this game, the more that's going to happen. Although I guess we're only supposed to get, another 2? So
yeah, unless you believe the rumors that there's a Fighters Pass 3, which I personally do not.
I don't either, to be honest with you. But, you never know. There's already a lot of characters in this game, so we'll see what happens.
Plenty of them. Though, I will be slightly comforted in the fact that, hey, if there's a rumor for it, maybe Nintendo's still trying to support this game for long after Fighters Pass 2. We're not just getting like 2 more patches and that's it. Because there's plenty to work on from this game's perspective. There's plenty you could add to make it a better experience, even without like major overhauls. Like rollback netcode is never going to happen, but you could do little changes that greatly improve experience, for whether it be on a character side or on a massive engine change.
I mean, they sort of have done some kind of, not a lot of it, but they have made some changes to the online. There was that whole patch where they added like small battlefield and then like changed the lobbies to be a little bit more stable with like just 3 people in it. So I don't know. I guess they're trying to do something. It really depends, I think, on what you believe the Switch's lifespan is. Because as long as the Switch is alive, this game is going to be very alive. And I feel like the Switch still has probably some time left before something else happens, because they're talking about making another Switch model, which is per the Nintendo formula for their systems. They're always making another model, but you got to figure that's going to add at least another couple years.
Yeah, as long as they're using the Switch guts, then it'll be supported, and that'll be good. I honestly don't think there might not be another Smash game, as that's some classic Yoshi confirms right there. Forward or out there.
That is kind of
we should probably wrap back to Yoshi, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we could wrap back to Yoshi. Yeah, well, that's the thing is you don't really there's like the diehard Yoshis out there, and then there's just like a couple remaining Yoshis, but
and then there's Long Island.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I was referring to, if I'm being honest.
So many. I mean, Suarez has been popping off, and that's really good to see. Him getting a whole bunch of really good wins at events like Juicebox and etc. Kind of a return, not necessarily return to form, but just showing off that he's still a threat, still a major threat, and Yoshi still you have to respect even with other characters. But look at that weight. Look at that weight go.
Oh my god.
Look at these big
I'm surprised that did not kill. And I actually think that Nikolai has kind of balls of steel, man. Still throwing out the attacks, landing with attacks. You just got F-tilted, man. You just barely survived. But I do like that he's not bearing down at all. So we'll see. This could possibly go to game 3. Oh my god.
Man, like it feels like next hit is gonna do it. I'm surprised Nikolai gave up his juggle. You know, Wolf's go throw sucks.
I actually didn't realize how bad his back throw was. Damn, I thought it was better than that. I'm wrong.
All right. It sends right to the corner, so it's good on paper, on numbers, but then with DI it becomes really bad.
Oh
with good DI, I should say. You could also hold away.
He's really fishing. Nikolai really fishing for this up air. I don't know what other options Yoshi has, but like I think that's kind of the only thing I've seen. This should do it.
This one should do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It almost didn't. That literally almost didn't kill.
This is why you pummel, and you pummel a lot.
Yeah.
Generally, you get 31 pummel for every 30%. He was at like 180, so you had time to really lay it into him.
It's pretty easy to not pummel, but the funny thing is, as easy as it is to not pummel, it's also easy to pummel, and it will potentially, you know, be the game or not for you. It makes a difference. So be sure to pummel, everyone.
Yeah.
Take advantage.
Little things can go a long way in any amount of games where like the percents come down to the wire. This is usually with even matchups where like I can immediately think of, hey, if you're a Snake main, you should be pummeling because 160 you have a kill confirm on the entire cast. If you get a grab, pummel, please.
Yeah, honestly, there's no good reason not to. I think it's one of those things that I think a lot of times it's almost like you get overzealous, right? Like you're just like, okay, I'm in the position, I'm just gonna throw, like I got them grabbed. But obviously, the higher the damage, the more pummels you get in. That's just like per how the game works. So as much as there's like, although some people can mash like crazy, I've seen people mash out of like grabs at high percent, but even a couple pummels, man, if you're not confident, just do it. It's a good idea.